Hello Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading. Thank you guys so very much for the love and support. You guys came in #1 as the most viewed video for the second half of June. So what that means is you do get your bonus reading first. So I will be doing the top 3 and you guys came in first. So let's get right into this. I don't really have any particular questions in mind. I did choose some decks that I was gravitating towards. But as far as what comes through, I don't really have any particular questions. I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate what needs to come through here today, Gemini. All right, so I'm going to start with my he said, she said oracle. I've already pre-shuffled it. So let's go ahead and grab a card. And it is general as always, guys, all right? So we've got indecision coming through here. He said, you need to decide whether you want him or me. She said, I'm so torn, confused, and overwhelmed. I need more time to decide. Okay, so we'll grab a couple or maybe 3 scenarios here, and then we'll go ahead and pull some tarot to clarify everything. So some of you guys might be dealing with a situation where there is indecision, especially on behalf of the feminine, unable to decide between either one masculine and another. And this could be switched around too. It could be a feminine who is giving the masculine an ultimatum to decide. Okay, so however way it makes sense for your situation. All right, look at this one. We've got infidelity too coming through. He said, where have you been? She said, out with friends. So what's coming through, it seems, in this scenario falls on the feminine. Gender-wise, again, it could be reversed, so take it for how it makes sense for you. Someone's undecided because there's a couple of people here in this equation, which equates to a third-party situation more than likely, or somebody's just really torn between 2 individuals. It doesn't always have to equate to infidelity, but there are instances for some of you that it is presenting itself here, and if we were to take the card for face value, then we have a feminine here who is more than likely cheating on the masculine. Okay, so let's grab one more message. He said, I will love you always. I'll be here for you forever. She said, your love is everything to me. Always and forever is all I'll ever want with you, with us. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify the scenarios that are presenting itself here with some tarot. All right, guys, so I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck here. So Gemini, let's grab some cards to clarify indecision here. A feminine who is torn between 2 people, confused and overwhelmed. So Divine Feminine, if that's your story, let's take a look and see what might ultimately help you to decide. Well, we've got the Chariot here, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer. So this does represent a triumphant outcome when it comes to what's going on here. There is movement that is indicated by that Chariot card. So if you are undecided right now, it does seem to me that based off of this card coming through to clarify that you will finally make a decision that can create movement, and it's going to be the right decision. Okay, we also have the 4 of Cups that's clarifying this card. So this can be a card of boredom. So I feel here, if you're torn, there might be some of you who might be in a relationship with somebody where you're bored, and therefore you might be entertaining another person outside of that connection, which could represent the infidelity for some of you. So again, that could play out in one of 2 ways. Either it is a third party, or you're not in a relationship with either person and you just can't seem to decide who to direct your energies towards and who to invest your time in. So I do feel here Divine Feminine, or really who decides to detach because of this indecision here, you will make the right decision. And you will disconnect from somebody that you know isn't a very good partner for you, or somebody that you're ultimately not interested in pursuing a partnership with that person. For some of you guys, you might be dealing with, we've got water coming through here and we've got earth energy. Okay, so Cancer, but that could also be Scorpio, Pisces for some of you. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for others. So Page of Pentacles represents manifestation. Manifestation of a decision, being able to create movement in this partnership. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that batch of cards right there. So let's go ahead and clarify infidelity too. Okay, so I'm going to use a different deck for that one. Let's clarify with my tarot teacher here. Angels and spirit guides, please. So I'm going to be pulling up quite a few scenarios in this reading, so take, as always, whatever part of it makes sense for you. Alright, so he said, where have you been? She said, out with friends. So we have a feminine here that's clearly unfaithful to the masculine. What else do we need to know, please, for Gemini? Six of Cups. Okay, so we've got more water coming through here. This is nostalgia right here. This is tapped into happy memories that the two of you have shared. This does represent a reunion here. So even if there is infidelity going on, there is a possibility for a reconciliation and for two people to ultimately work things out here. Okay, we do have the Page of Cups coming through as well. So the Page of Cups is known to be very curious about what's going on in a situation, and I do feel that for my masculines in this particular scenario here. You're curious as to your feminine's whereabouts. What are they doing when you guys aren't together? And are they really telling you the truth? Telling you that they're out with friends? Clearly what I do get here, though, is that there has been some sort of infidelity in the partnership. But with the Six of Cups, there is a possibility for a reunion that you guys can work this out. Part of that reunion, too, for some of you could be that someone returns from your past, either your past, Gemini, or somebody that you're connecting with, their past, and that could have created infidelity. You know, out with friends. Yeah, it could have been out with an ex-boyfriend in this instance. For some of you guys, it could be the other way around. Again, gender-wise, take it how it makes sense. Look at this. We've got the Lovers card here. So there's definitely a sexual attraction between two people, but just the placement of the messages and the cards, infidelity, trust issues. But the Lovers card presents us with choices and decisions here. So I do feel, again, intuitively that you guys can work this out. Even though there has been cheating going on in a partnership, I do feel ultimately, whoever resonates with this, you guys can work that out. All right, so let's clarify the third scenario here. He said, I will love you always. I'll be here for you forever. She said, your love is everything to me, always and forever is all I'll ever want with you, with us. All right, so let's clarify that. I'm going to pull from the Pining Rose Tarot by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. So if you resonate with that third scenario, let's go ahead and clarify. So you guys love each other. Always and forever. Let's see. Are you guys going through some issues? Possibly yes, because we've got the Ten of Pentacles coming up in the reverse. So in the upright, this is such a great card, letting us know that it can be a successful partnership and it's stable. You guys are happy. You guys could be perfectly matched up. But it is coming up in the reverse, so that could ultimately present how things were in the beginning. You guys loved each other. You saw forever with one another. But the foundation of this partnership could be tested right now. So let's see. Yeah, you guys have been arguing. Okay, there's been a lot of tensions and arguments due to conflicts. So in a way, all messages might be picking up off of each other here, because the Five of Wands can represent competition. Infidelity, someone who's torn between two people. That could have been part of the reason why you guys are arguing. And then we've got the Hierophant here, which ultimately represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here represents commitment. Some of you guys could have been married, so, you know, the Hierophant here repres There could have been infidelities in the marriage, and therefore that resulted in you guys arguing and fussing and fighting and just really having some very difficult conversations here. That is what's presenting itself there. So if all three scenarios do come together for you, then what's coming through here, Gemini, is either you got yourself involved with somebody who was married and created a lot of tension and drama, or you're the one that's undecided between two people. But you got to just be mindful that if you are undecided between two individuals, that one of them isn't married and committed elsewhere. Otherwise, this could turn into a really messy situation. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself through those cards, guys. And let's go ahead and grab some insight from the next batch of cards. And again, I'm just grabbing scenarios here throughout this reading, so take, as always, what makes sense. So I wanted to go ahead and grab some cards from this deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. It's called What's the Scoop? So again, let's grab 3 cards and we'll clarify everything. It can either all come together for you, or one scenario makes more sense than the other. For Gemini, please. For the collective, for this bonus reading. Someone is not feeling so well. I mean, this could either be a physical ailment, of course, or you're just not feeling good about where a particular relationship is going. What else, please, for Gemini? So that's one scenario. That could either be a physical illness, or again, it could be emotional. Could be dealing with someone who's two-faced. Let's grab one more card. Masculine evolving. Okay, so that's good. We have a masculine who's going through some sort of change, metamorphosis. I feel whoever resonates with this, if you're divine feminine, if you're watching for a masculine that has caused a little bit of drama in your life, maybe they're changing, they've evolved from the person that they used to be. They could have been two-faced in the past. Okay, so let's clarify once again. I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot teacher this time. Angels and spirit guides, please, clarifying not feeling so well. What is going on? We have a reversed card right here, 4 of Swords. So some of you guys are just really burnt out. However, I do love this card in the reverse because you are recovering from whatever this is all about. You could have had a mental breakdown, but you are recovering from that. Part of why you might have had a mental breakdown is because you were dealing with some issues in not just your love life, but just maybe life overall that was really stressing you out. What you're requiring from people is to basically be all in, you know? You need them to give as much as they take. This is about equality right here, demonstrating kindness rather than people who are kind of at each other's throats and arguments and stress. Some of you guys need to manage your time a little bit better. So this could be an indication of financial stress for some of you guys, or you're just burning the candle at both ends. This can be someone who's also juggling. And from the first batch of cards that we looked at with infidelity and someone who's undecided, that could be affecting your health as well. So it's affecting you because you're stressed out, unable to make a decision about someone. Okay, so there are some changes that definitely need to happen here. So if you can't keep entertaining multiple options and priorities without it stressing you out, and it's affecting your health is what I'm getting for some of you guys here. All right, so clarifying, I'm losing my voice, sorry. Been talking too much today. So let's clarify two-faced here, Gemini. Does somebody see you as two-faced, or are they being two-faced with you? All right, so Divine Feminine, you got to trust your gut and your instincts when it comes to this person. If you know, or if you feel that they're being two-faced with you, you've got to really trust what's happening in the 3D, what's in front of you. Somebody could also be feeling two-faced with you because they feel trapped in a situation in the relationship. Maybe they're too much of a coward to just fess up and tell you that they've maybe had a change of heart. Some of these messages could, of course, be how you're feeling, Gemini. We've got 5 of Wands coming up again. Okay, so rivalry and conflicts, guys, that's coming through in this reading for the collective. So if you've been arguing with somebody because there are rivalries, because there's infidelities and third-party situations, that needs to be addressed big time, because if you don't, look what's coming up. Okay, you've got the Tower that's going to knock all of this down because it's not a strong foundation. It's not a strong foundation. So Divine Feminine, if you know you're investing your time in somebody that you know isn't good for you, then it's time to detach and disconnect. That did come through earlier. So you have to make wise choices, because we have a masculine here who could represent the right choice, clarified by the 10 of Pentacles right here. So this could be someone who really has their act together. They're financially secure. This person could represent your perfect match right here. So somebody that you do feel a really strong bond with. This is a relationship that can be successful long term. We're talking marriage here. We're talking, you guys growing old together. So you got to lay down the burdens from the past and really don't take on more than what you can handle in your personal life, your work life. There has to be balance there, because I do feel part of the energy coming through here and why you might not be feeling physically well is because emotionally you're not all well as well. I can't speak today. If you're not feeling physically well, that could be because emotionally you're not doing great. Oh my God. Getting all tongue-tied here, Gemini. So yeah, it's we've got a situation here that has been weighing heavily on your shoulders, perhaps, and it's time to really let it go. The longer you hold on to it, it's just going to burn you out and stress you out. And then you've got the Sun. Okay, so you are meant to find happiness here. Two people who can actually come into union and be happy. This could result in marriage for some of you. So I feel there is someone out there that has captured your heart, and you know that they're the one that you want, but you need to make a decision, perhaps, Gemini. You can't be juggling people, opportunities, options. You have to make a decision who it is that you want to invest your time in, who really has your heart. You can't have your cake and eat it too. In order to find this happiness that the Sun can offer you, which it absolutely can, then you need to be able to really come to a point where you know who it is that you want to invest your time in. You can't be on the fence. You can't be between decisions, between choices. You have to have a very clear choice as to who it is that you're wanting in your life. And I really feel here, Divine Feminine, if you were dealing with a masculine who as well might have not been able to make up their mind between you and someone else, they've changed. They have evolved from that person. So if there's a part of you feeling that they haven't changed, it is coming through here that they have. They're not the same person that could have been two-faced. Sorry guys, I sound stupid right now. Too many readings, I'm telling you. Let me get some water, sorry. Oh my gosh. Losing my voice is not good during a reading. Okay, so yes, you can find happiness, total happiness, with the right person. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself from that batch of cards. So let's keep digging into several scenarios here for the collective. All right, so I'm going to pull now from the Illumination deck. This is by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle for Gemini, for the collective. So if you're torn between two people, or if you are one of the choices that someone is torn about, that cannot continue. Otherwise, that tower is going to come down. If someone can't make a decision, that tower is going to come down and make the decision for either yourself or someone else. All right, so let's grab some cards for Gemini for this bonus reading. Making plans. Okay, maybe that's where you're at right now. Look at this. The next card is soulmate, followed by passionate romance. So some of you guys might be making plans with somebody that you consider to be a soulmate. You have that very special soul connection, and this could be your interpretation of how you see the connection, that it is passionate. This is somebody that you have love for, and you want to maybe bring the romance back. Okay, so let's grab some tarot. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. All right, so if you're not familiar with this deck, it includes new Oracle messages and new court cards. We've got Archangel Raguel coming in here. I am the angel who can restore harmony, heal conflicts and arguments. Much needed based off of what's already presented itself in this reading. As well as mending understandings in your relationships, I can help you gain the wisdom to smooth out tensions and hostilities in your romantic connections. My presence can aid in bringing in peace, forgiveness, and the calm of God's grace and blessings. I can help you miraculously heal even the most difficult love situations. That's a really good card coming through here, Gemini, because just if the whole reading resonates with you so far, this is much needed. In order to make plans for the future with whoever it is that you have in mind, there has to be healing of whatever the conflicts and tensions and arguments that you guys have been dealing with. Look at this. We've got the Empress clarifying soulmate here. So divine feminine, either you have a particular masculine in mind and you know that that person is the one. It's either that, or we have a masculine here who really sees you as marriage material, the ultimate divine partner, their soulmate, or even a twin flame connection for some of you. Look at this. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles clarifying passionate romance right here. So some of you guys really could be dealing with an earth sign here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So the Empress also representing Taurus. But it could be any sign really. You know, I just wanted to point that out. So Ace of Pentacles, it's about abundance, okay? It's security, it's stability. So I can't help but feel for you, Gemini, that maybe money matters might be looking up for you here. But Ace of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. It offers you a new beginning in love, in romance, with the right person. The one that you are meant to spend your life with. This represents a solid offer of commitment to bring about stability in the relationship. For some of you, it can even be a solid offer towards marriage, letting you know that they're serious, that they're not going anywhere. They might have been undecided before, but this is someone who's very clear about what it is that they want. Okay? Because without that clarity, without being able to decide what you want, this would be the next card coming up, which is the Five of Wands. Again, the competition and the rivalry. Okay? So that cannot be a part of the equation moving forward in order for you guys to have a very successful union in this partnership. All right. So let's move on. I wanted to grab some cards as well from the Love Games deck by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. So again, either the whole reading makes sense for you or just bits and parts of it do. And hopefully it offers you guidance that really can help you move forward, or to at least decide what it is that you need to do at this time. Alright, so for your bonus reading, Gemini, let's continue. What else do we need to know here? Someone's hibernating. Okay, that could be you. Maybe you're just being a hermit right now, staying home, not really wanting to interact or engage with people. Maybe you feel like home is your safe haven, your safe place. So if you're a bit of a homebody right now, maybe that's where you're at, or it's the person that you're thinking of. We've got passion. Okay, we already have passionate romance that came through. The passion is here. The passion is here between you and this person. And then we have retreating. Okay, whenever I see retreating, I think of two scenarios. Either you're backing away from somebody because you know they're not the right person for you, or this is simply two people going on a retreat, going on a little mini vacation, just one of those maybe relaxing weekends where you guys just spend time together. So we'll go ahead and take a look. That could be a part of this hibernating message as well for some of you guys. All right, so I am going to go ahead and use my Illuminated Star Tarot once again here. So let's clarify hibernating. And that does remind me of the Hermit card. Somebody who just wants solitude, to be able to spend time alone. All right, let's go ahead and see. Focusing on Gemini. Clarification for hibernating, please, angels and spirit guides. Is it you that's hibernating or someone else? We've got a Queen of Cups here who is in hibernation mode. So it could be the Divine Feminine who is just wanting to spend time on their own, not wanting to really interact with the masculine right now. The Queen of Cups, as you can see, calm, intuitive energy. So I'm getting for the feminine that you really do need to rely on your intuition at this time. But there's this very calm energy with the Queen of Cups. So you're not tripping out. Maybe there's just a part of you that believes that if this is truly meant to be between you and your masculine, it'll find its way back. Look at this. You've got the Eight of Cups. So you left a situation behind. Remember, in the very beginning, we had a feminine, more than likely, who was torn between two people, as well as a feminine who was unfaithful to the masculine. So if we interpret this for what it is, then more than likely, Divine Feminine, you might have walked away from a third-party situation. You could be hibernating away from the third party and not wanting to engage with that person anymore. Okay? Because the reality of things is that more than likely you were juggling, you were dealing with multiple people here. Okay? So that seems to be the case for some of our feminines this time. And what ultimately ended the situation could have been this Tower moment. So that makes sense because that Tower, that's the second time that's coming through here. There is somebody that really wants a new beginning with you. Could be an earth sign. There's a lot of earth presence here in this reading, Gemini. There is a very passionate connection between two people. So again, this represents a solid offer, manifestation. That did come through already. So yeah, a solid offer of commitment I'm feeling. They still feel such a magnetic pull, or it is you that feels this magnetic pull towards this person. We do have a masculine coming through as the King of Cups. Look at this. So we do have the Queen of Cups right there. Now we've got the King of Cups coming in. This could be you meeting your divine counterpart, your perfect match. You still feel drawn to this person. And then we've got the Judgment card. So there is forgiveness that's happening here. Someone has had the time to really reflect on their actions. And this to me represents a wake-up call. Okay, so I mean, of course, it could be either masculine or feminine who gets this wake-up call. But in this reading, Gemini, it does seem that for some of you representing the feminine energy, that you've had your wake-up call, you made a decision, and you've now perhaps decided who it is that you want to be with, who it is that you really want to open your heart to and have a new beginning with. So there could be apologies coming forward here. This is taking a look at the past and where you guys have been, and taking a look at where you are now and where you ultimately can be in the future. There's a really bright future here that is represented through that card. Wow. So let's go ahead and clarify the retreating card. It could simply clarify that you guys want to spend time together and not have any more outside drama. For Gemini, please. Six of Wands. There we are again. So we've got victory and success. Just rebuilding the self-confidence in the partnership that perhaps could have been torn down as a result of the Tower here. So look at this again. We've got the Ten of Wands. It really is time to lay down the burdens that perhaps you both have been carrying. There is this possibility to have a successful union here. You know, you can't be entertaining other options. You both have to decide ultimately who it is that you want to be with. I feel eventually that you're going to get to that point if you guys aren't there already. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune falling in your favor here. This does represent a turning point in your partnership, Gemini, between you and this person. You're still destined to be connected to this individual. So there's good karma replacing perhaps the bad karma that you guys have dealt with. Look at this. We've got the Lovers card coming up again, which of course represents you, Gemini. So maybe the choices fall on you. The decision, it falls on you. You know who it is that you want to be with. You know who it is that has captured your heart, who represents your divine counterpart. You know who it is that you love. You know who it is that you are attracted to. So the choice should be an easy one, really. Because that's what it comes down to. Is a choice, is a decision. And maybe there's a reason why that Lovers card is popping up twice in this reading, representing your own Gemini energy here. So I feel you have a lot more power than you might realize, and that the decision falls on you to make a choice, who it is that you want in your life. Because once you make that choice, this is what's coming in. You've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so love, marriage, family. You can have your happy ending here, your happily ever after with this person. You can manifest your dream to be happy. And then you've got the Two of Cups, confirming that you can find that happiness with the right partner, someone that you are mutually attracted to. So I can't help but feel that marriage is in the cards for some of you guys long term, and that you can find happiness here. All right, so that is what's presenting itself here. Let's go ahead and grab some signs from Spirit here and what else you need to know at this time. And then we'll wrap it up with some charms for your bonus reading here. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle deck by Mystic Moon. And once again, my monitor has glitched on me, so I can't see what I'm actually doing on film now. I'm just going to have to wing it and hope that my parameters are okay. I don't know why it's been doing that lately. I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. All right, so what else do you need to know at this time, Gemini, when it comes to messages from your spirit guides? Perfect, 3 cards. I love it. Starfish, safe passage. Eyes, revealing. Circles, completion. How perfect is that? So whatever you have been dealing with, whether it is a relationship, a love connection, some other aspect of your life, you're going to safely pass through that journey. You're going to make it through to the other side. You're going to be fine. Okay? And this to me is like the truth revealing itself. Clarity. An epiphany. That light bulb moment, which I feel some of you guys either are about to have or you've already had it. What you see with your own eyes is the truth. And sometimes we don't want to face the truth of the reality of what's going on, either in our love connections or even family, our friendships, or even in other aspects of our life, whether that's our health, our job, whatever it is. So open up your eyes to what's in front of you, Gemini, and you have to allow certain cycles to complete. In order for new cycles to come in order for new cycles to present themselves to you. Certainly when it comes to your love life here. Okay, so I really feel that that's quite fitting. All right, guys, so let's wrap it up with some charms. And as I've mentioned in previous readings, there's so much in here that I don't know what each charm represents. And I again, we'll hold it up to the camera because these are really small. All right, here we go. Okay, what are these charms? I can never figure this one out. I think this one is a bull, and if that's the case, I think that's what that is, then that reminds me of Taurus, and that did come through already, so that to me represents possibly the feminine here that came through in this reading, and that really clarifies it because this is a female or a little girl. Okay, so that could represent the feminine. Let's see what else. Yeah, look at that. Have faith in what is truly meant for you, and it might just ultimately find its way back. To me, the horseshoe could represent good luck, which we've already had the Wheel of Fortune come up in this reading. We have a sailboat here, which could be indicative of travel or even the water. Okay, some of you guys could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have a snake here. So to me, the snake might represent that person that needs to slither away from your life. You know, they no longer deserve to be a part of it, and you need to let them go, is what I'm getting from that. We have a clover here, again representing good luck for you, Gemini, so that's really nice. And then we have butterflies. I forget what they mean, which is ridiculous because I have a deck where butterflies are part of it. I believe it represents happiness, exuberant joy. Some of you guys might really love butterflies. Okay, and then lastly, this this charm says friends forever, and the back of it says, thanks for making me laugh and letting me cry. You truly mean the world to me. So this could represent a very special friend that you have. It could even, of course, represent the person that you ultimately want to spend your life with. You see them as a best friend. They see you as the same. Okay, so that's what's coming through here, Gemini, for the charms, and lots that came through in the messages here. So hopefully whatever part of it made sense for you and whatever scenario you were able to relate to helps you out at this time. I hope you guys enjoyed your bonus reading, and I'll see you guys next time.